Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Saturday the 5th of July 2025, and our setter is Pedro. So Pedro is one of the regular setters. He's been around, I assume it's a he, has been around for pretty much since the start of the quick cryptic over 10 years ago. We get one puzzle a month from them, and so far this year I have struggled. Um, Basically averaging about 22 minutes a puzzle. The first 5 of the year were all over 20 minutes. Actually, the last one, the most recent one, was a month ago, was only 16, 17 minutes long. So I'm hoping for something like that. But yeah, let's reset the timer and just crack on. Some of the military police suppressing resistance. You'd think that's a hidden word, or I would have put MP, them, MP, amp. Some of the why you may be using the stairs to leave the ground. Why the stairs go up, off, to leave the ground is take off. Don't know, take off. Why you may be leaving the stairs, take off. Let's try that. At liberty to ditch an award at soccer. Free kick. At liberty is free, to ditch is to kick. I guess a free one. Let's try this one. Attractive article removed from Italian car. Gosh, attractive. I don't think that's take off though. What is it? Car, Italian cars, Fiats, Ferraris, Alfa Romeo, Alf, LFA. Taken. Is it taken the out of it? Let's look at this one. Name part of what IT leverages is a title. Okay. This one, extrovert, is an outgoing, I suppose. Going band. I'm not convinced by this, you know. Going would be G. Let's just put that much and see what this one is. Endless frostiness after iciness. After icy, after sarcastic, ironic. Oh, after element, yeah, iron. Okay, this is fit to observe, a reminder of the time. Something clock. Fear, to observe is to watch clock. To observe is to clock. Fear is reminder of the time is okay. Former queen in castle with unknown quantity of birds. Castle be a keep. Keepery, aviary. Quantity of birds. Murder of crows. Granary. Let's go on to the next dare across. Gossip is odd of us. No idea what I was trying to do. Shovel dirt actively. Could be an anagram, shovel dirt. Not for long is something third. Third loves. Not for long. Okay, I need some letters there, I think. Warning sound. Lead back around shelter. Or led back around shelter. Which would be PB. Shall plebe. Doesn't work. Leave. Shelter. Warning. No, it's B. Bleep. They are bleep. Okay, bleep. Good. Got there eventually. Small group putting bed ahead of lake. Cottery. Cot eerie. Oh, try to spell that correctly. Let's have a look at 19. This writer, me, will have a large breakfast. Okay. Yep. Fair enough. Produce Republican during arrest. Produce is to. There's my R for Republican. Arrest is stop. Cram. Produce is to. Not sure. Okay, let's go back to the down acrosses. Observe intelligence and endless sense in action. Hold off beginning to pirouette in dance. Repel. Real with a repel, which makes that. Produce is to cop. Produce, crop, yeah. Okay, produce in that way. Not produce. What's this? 21. Odd bits of prime steak is pie. Steak dish, perhaps. Okay, I'll go with that. Next on the downs we have fraud importing right grain, con and corn. It's this rookery. Curry, there's queen. Castle is a rook in, yeah, try and spell correctly, in chess. Nonsense about old, there's my old supporter. The nonsense. I don't know what nonsense is. Supporter, not sure. Okay, that's a lightweight training gear, pays good money, sparing nothing to secure one. It's too long to think about. Instrumentalist, ignoring power. Layers, levels, layers. Okay, yep. So look at this one. Attractive, fit, and fiat. I said fiat, didn't I? I didn't think it through. Lift off. Okay, that's why you need the stairs, because it's lift off. Okay, outgoing. I mean, I think it has to be outgoing, really, because I don't think there's. I've got the. Assume that is clock. I haven't checked actually. Fear is scare. Reminder of the time. Scare clock doesn't really work. Let's have a look at this one. Woodworker, carpenter. Oh, to complain. Carp. Enter is to log. Yep. Carpenter. Fair enough. Next down is weapon annoyed Bob. Weapon annoyed Bob. I've no idea what that is doing. Revealing it limits male fashions. It limits male. Again, not much. Fashions could be an anagram indicator, but I can't see what that would be anagramming unless it's it limits. Limits is 6. Doesn't quite work. Entertainment venue about to lay off last American. Entertainment venue about to lay off sack. Last American would be an N. I'm thinking casino, but I've got half a puzzle. Pie, done that. This one again. Observe is seen. Obsee. Intelligence is gen. Endless sense in action. Observe is to see. Ooh, this has suddenly become very nice. What's one down, one across? Some of the military police suppressing resistance. Some of the military, okay, police are cops, crops. Some of the military crops, corpse now, cause. Nonsense, old supporter, about old. Rot, root, okay. Lightweight training gear, pays good money, sparing nothing to secure one. Ugh, this bottom left corner is just hard to get into. What's this again? Gossip is odd of us. Odd of us, it's just the you, isn't it? But that can't be gossip. Gossip is of us. Eek. Shovel dirt actively, that was an anagram. Shovel. Dirt. I've got rid of the E so far, okay. Not for long would be later. There's no later. Not for long. Something overs. Ooh, that's a V I'm looking at, isn't it? Fear is to observe is to clock. Reminder of the time is an alarm. There you are, that's easy. Okay, alarm clock, which makes this. I really want this to be steel, but is steel lightweight? Steel drum. pays good money. Steel, lightweight training gear. Good money, sparing nothing. G. Steel. I don't know why that was steel though. Lightweight. Sparing nothing to skill one, so take an O out of something and put an I into it, I think. Was this an anagram? Weapon, wasn't it? It was a blooming old clue. Weapon annoyed Bob. Bob could be like a shilling, which would be an S. Annoyed. No idea what that is without any letters in. Revealing it limits male fashions. Is there a hidden word there? Is it an anagram male there, which would be meal, not revealing it limits. Lightweight training gear. I really want to put steel in there, but I don't think that's right. I really don't know what I'm trying to get to, really. Steel. Is steel light? Or is it heavy? I imagine it's heavy, but pays good money. Where does the pays good money comes to? Gossip is one of us. Chat. Talk. So really the only chance I see having, well, yeah, revealing it limits, no idea there. This one, entertainment value. About to lay off, could be C, about. Could be an anagram of lay, but that doesn't fit. Last American, don't know if that ends right, really. Cinema is the only word I think of, really. 6 letters, fits, but not for long. Gosh. I've only got an O and an I left in the vowels if that is shovel dirt. At least 2 minutes to be the anagram, so I think it's an anagram, but I'm not sure. Shovel dirt is to dig. Let's go back to this one down the bottom. Observe intelligence. So observe is to see. See. Intelligence is brain, endless sense. I've got enough letters really. Inaction, LO. going to put this on pause while I think to myself. I think this is a shell suit. I'm not quite sure why though. Sparing nothing to secure one, so there's an I going in instead of no. Pays good money. Shells out. Shells out with a I going out. Yeah, okay, shell suit. Odd of us. Okay. Gossip. I've got rid of the T from there as well now, so don't know. I don't know if that is an anagram or not really. Drist, Hirst. Shovel dirt. Divot. Let's rewrite these letters of slightly different order. H, V, S, R, D, L, O, I. H, hoist. Can't be a. Could be, I suppose. Visit, voice, voiced. Short. Lived. Short-lived. Okay. Okay. Good. That was definitely Cottery, wasn't it? But yeah, bedhead of it. I'm sure, because cinema would fit if that wasn't possibly. Weapon annoyed. Bob. Irked. Irksome. Bob. Can it just be a Bob on the end? If that was a Bob, literally Bob, I don't think it is, but if it was. Observe intelligence. Oh, excuse me. Observe intelligence. And endless sense in action. Endless sense makes me feel like it's going to be touch, smell, taste, sight, hearing. Oh, it's an anagram of sense, isn't it? Okay, so S-E-N-N. S-S-E-N. Gen. Observe. Oh, that's seen, isn't it? No, it can't be seen. S-E-N-S. Anagramming. Ness. Must be a ness, mustn't it? Which makes that. I want that to be pictures, entertainment value, circus. Why is that circus? Circa about US, okay. Yep. Observe is Genis, intelligence IQ. Weapon. Annoyed. Bob. I mean that. I think that's a ness. Observe. Keenness. Key. No. Revealing. It limits male fashions. I think it has to be sense, doesn't it? S-E-N-S, because S-E-N-S is not going to be anagram, so I think that's Ness. Intelligence is observe. Watchfulness. I-ness. I. Zen. 20 minutes. Been going at this one for a bit. Gossip is odd of us. Is that just an anagram of us? Is F-O-U-S. Rum. I think it'll be an S. Oh, gossip is can't be over gossip, really chatter, tittle tattle. None of which really fits there. It's very hard with that. I mean, these are going to be hard anyway. Even when I've got that clue, they're still going to be hard, I think. But they aren't helped by not being able to get the top and the bottom ones. Weapon. Annoyed Bob. I wonder if Bob is the annoyed is. Okay, let's assume that's annoyed, and then word meaning annoyed. Is it dimness? Observe. Intelligence. Beginning with D. Don't think so. Got a very loud plane going overhead. It's not because I've got the windows open because it's summer, but I think it's just incredibly loud. Gossip is odd of us. Rumpus. Rumpus. Where's the P coming from? Of us. If that was rumpus, I don't think it is, but because I think rumpus is not really gossip. What'd that do? Weapon. Annoyed Bob. No, can't say that. I don't think there's a hidden word there. Fashions is makes or something. I mean, if that was an S. Detergents is witness. Okay, that kind of intelligence. Wow, that must be a crossbow there, mustn't it? I don't know why Bob is a bow. Bow, Bob. Bow. Okay, Bob. Yep. Maybe that's rumpus then. If that's rum, and I think I'm probably not of us. Rumour. Hour. Okay, rumour. Yep. Which just leaves this one to be revealing. Gosh, what was this? Something M, something O, something E, something T. Revealing it limits, surely that's I, im, male, M, and then fashions is immodest, modes, they are. 2452, gosh, that was, I think that might be the hardest in a while actually, because I really struggled to get into those last few, and I'm not surprised looking at what there was in there. Right, let's go through those clues. So some of the military is cause, so some of the military is your definition. Police are cops, suppressing R for resistance. Why you may be using the stairs to leave the ground, well, it's kind of, well, to leave the ground is to lift off, and you may be using the stairs because the lift is off. The former queen is ER, Elizabeth Regina. In Castle, Castle is a rook in the game of chess, and unknown is Y, and quantity of birds is a rookery. Name is a title, part of is your hidden word indicator that title goes across what it leverages. Fear, if you fear, you alarm. and to observe is to clock. Reminder of the time is an alarm clock. Fear, alarm. Yeah, okay, full of fear, full of alarm. Gosh, that is an example of why this was a tough puzzle today. Gossip is rumour, fair enough. Odd is rum, and of us is our. Endless frostiness, so we've got icy, I-C-Y, but without the Y, going after the element, which is iron, and sarcastic humour is ironic. Shovel dirt is an anagram of short-lived. Actively is your anagram indicator, and not for long is short-lived. A warning sound is a bleep, maybe? Question mark, maybe. Lead, should I say? Lead is PB on the chemical symbol. Lead is PB. Going back around shelter, so shelter is a lee, and PB going backwards around it. A coterie is a small group, and we've got a bed is a cot going ahead of the Lake Erie. To observe is to witness. Intelligence is wit, and endless sense is an anagram of sense without the second E. Endless is saying take that second E off, and inaction is saying it's an anagram. To hold off is to repel. Beginning to pirouette is a P going in a dance, which is a reel. Cool. On the downs, we've got a fraud is a con, importing R for right, which gives us corn, which is grain. Nonsense is rot, going about O for old, which gives you root, which is your supporter. Lightweight training gear, so gear in this sense is things you wear. So yeah, a shell suit is definitely lightweight, although they're a bit of a 90s thing now, which is old. Pays good money is shells out. Sparing nothing, so take the O out of shells out, and then secure one, put an I into it. Instrumentalists are players. Ignoring P for power, players becomes layers, which are levels. Attractive is fit. Article is A removed from the Italian car, which is the Fiat. Fiat becomes fit. Extrovert is outgoing. Band is out, and a departure is going. At liberty is free. To ditch is to kick. Kick the habit, ditch the habit, and a water soccer is a free kick. Woodwork is a carpenter. To complain is to carp. Over log, you enter details in a log. Weapon is a crossbow. Annoyed is cross, and if you bob or curtsy, you might be bowing. So bow. Revealing is immodest. It limits, we've got IT limiting, so going around M for male, and then fashions are modes. Entertainment value is a circus. About to lay off the last, so about is circa, but take off the A from circa, lay off the last, and American is US. Produce is a crop. Republican is an R during arrest, which is to cop. This writer is me. We'll have A in the clue, and L for large gives you meal, which is a breakfast is an example of, which is why it's got a question mark on the end of it. And then the odd bits of prime, so the first, third and fifth letters of prime are pie, and a steak dish perhaps is a pie. So there you go, all done, 24.52. Wow, that was a bit of a toughie.